characters that go alongside him, or like what's the best for him to run with. All right, so for Bardock, actually, real quick, let me get rid of the bar too. That's better. Okay. All right, Bardock, 5A. 5A is really good. Or excuse me, 5L. It moves him forward a little bit. Yeah, it's 5L. This is like kind of a pseudo anti-air. You can catch people on the way down, so people run up to and just do this, which is like pretty good. Let me set him to jump. And also, since it ground bounces, easy ass conversion to whatever. 2L, too low. It's pretty good. Decent range. It's kind of standard. 5M. 5M moves it forward a lot. It's like his best neutral button, especially for wave punishing. So he kind of move around here, do 5M, 2M, 5H, or he can do if you're real close, you can do 2H. 2M, it's a low, obviously. It doesn't move forward like the rest of his normals do. So there's certain situations like around here. Actually, nah. I don't know if I can recreate it, but there are some times where he'll do the auto combo and the 2M will whiff. Like that, yeah. Kind of. I'm trying to get it like that, right? So in that situation, you have to do 5M. But it doesn't happen too often. But if you can recognize that, it's pretty good to have. 5H pretty standard. He moves forward on it a little bit, like most of his normals. 2H is really good. So 2H is also one of the best starters for sparking. He gets a really good combo from sparking off of that. I'll show the sparking combo later, but I just want to talk about the normals. Air normals, jump light's really good. It has this like nice angle where if you're doing snapbacks, if you mash auto combo on incoming, you'll be able to get a combo. If they're blocking, you get pressure for free. It's pretty good. Jump M's really good too. It's like his basic combo filler in the air. It also has this instance where if they're crouching, let's say if you do a mix-up, right, depending on what your assist is going to be, you can do a mix-up where this whips, and you can get quick low, because it doesn't hit crouchers unless you do it like really low to the ground. So in that case, it's just going to whiff. It's going to look really weird, and you might catch your opponent trying to block high really fast and get hit low by 2L. And then jump H. Pretty standard, good jumping button. Air dash build. It's like a decent cross-up. It is not the best. You mainly want to use jump light for that. But yeah, honest key blast. He has just, it's the same for both the ground and the air. So the ground's a straight shot. It's like not the fastest thing in the world, but it hits crouchers, which is good. Jumping. Again, good angle. It's going to catch people. You just kind of want to pair this with his other move, which is Lariat. Or it's, what's the actual move? It's called Rebellion Spear, right? Yeah, Rebellion Spear. So you kind of want to pair this with that. So like if they're trying to get like antsy and they keep getting hit by this, kind of you run up the Rebellion Spear. That's it for normals though. So, oh yeah. And then, 6M's the standard stuff. Nothing interesting about 6M. Buffer moves, right? So let's go Rebellion Spear. So this is the bread and butter. This is why people hate Bardock. Because this move. It's -1 on block. The light one, right? So you see a lot of this. It's very easy to hit confirm too. So like, let's say they're random blocking, right? Let's say you have a bar. Give Bardock a bar. So if they block, right? This is airtight. They can't do anything about that. But obviously, if you're in the air, you're not going to be plus. But if you do hit them, or excuse me. Actually, wait. Let me set up to block first, and that'll make the. I'll make the adjustment. So, as I was saying, oops. Guard, right. So if they block, this is airtight. They cannot reflect in between that. So you get the +2. But let's say if they get hit. If they get hit, you get to pick your combo. There's a few combo routes off of this, depending on what your assists are and how much meter you have available, and I'll talk about that in a second. But so there's a few options after this, right? So if you, let's say you're blocking, options after blocking would be, there's like 3 main options, right? So you have what I said before, which is you vanish, airtight. The other option, because this is -1, you get 2 options, and each option will lose to something else, right? So let's say if you -1, you can also press a button right after this. So let's say if they try to run up forward, they'll get hit. I can't record them running up forward, but that's fine. The other option, so let's say you do this and you press a button. You'll lose because it's -1 if they press a button in front of you. But so the other case with this being is if they try to run up forward. Because the other option is you backdashing. So if they press a button and you backdash, you can do it again and hit them. Because it's -1. You have enough time to backdash and they don't get to press a button and hit you on the way of the backdash. So to go over that real quick. So if you do lariat or spear and you press a button and they try to run up forward at you, they're gonna get hit. But if they try to press a button and you backdash and you lariat again, they're gonna get hit. It's kind of like, it's rock paper scissors, kind of, except you have 2 options, which is kind of ridiculous. And then basically from that, like I was saying before, it's very easy to hit from this. So you literally can just spend about 5 minutes in training mode just to hit from this into sparking or whatever you want. It's very easy to do. You can do it in the air also. Obviously, very slant. So it goes about, I would say like 50%, a little bit over, like 60% of the screen, which is kind of ridiculous. The EX version goes full screen, but it's slightly more negative. I think it's like -2 or 3. I'm not sure. I usually don't use the EX one, but it does go full screen. And it's also very good, let's say if you're in the corner, it's a good escape option, especially the full screen one, because they both go the same distance on whiff. But let's say if you had them on block, you do switch sides. On block, so set it to, yeah. So let's say you have in a situation where you get to press a button in the corner and you need to escape the corner. You can just do that, get out of the corner, or not push them too far, but you can switch sides for free, which is really good. Medium ones for combo filler mostly. It does catch people on round start, which is not too bad. You do get a combo in the corner very easily. I'll show you that later. In the air, you do get this kind of dive kick like state. It's not a pure dive kick, but it's not bad. It's also used for combo filler as well, especially in the corner. It's really good. He gets snapback for free by himself, which is really strong. It's kind of like an example of what he'll do in the corner with that. You usually don't use the mid-screen. Also, I didn't show you in the air for EX. So in the air for EX, he does this, right? He does the bounce. It's kind of finicky in the air. So on the ground, he gets this. He gets a straight into up. If you do it in the air, he gets a straight to down. Okay, next move, we're going to talk about... I keep forgetting the name of the moves, actually. Raging Meteor. The names of the moves are not very good. This is light. So the last set of these are overhead. I believe the light version is -1. It's not as good as this one because it's not as fast, but it has its use in combo filler, especially with the assist I have right now, which is Vegeta. I'll show you later how that works. But you get no splat on this, but the medium you do get. You get a smash state, which is nice. Same with EX. A little more damage. So it goes really well, as you've probably seen before. It's a good combo ender. It builds you a lot of bar too, so I'll give you an example. So I'm going to do this combo with jump heavy compared to the meteor, right? So it's about 2 bars. So I'm going to do it with meteor. So you build a little more bar off of that. So that's why people always do meteor as their ender. Makes more sense. Also, an interesting thing about this move is... Try to get an example. Alright, so say I do this combo, right? You see that I can splat there? Since I used my splat on the dive kick. But I still get knocked down if I use EX. So even if you use it on the ground, you do get to get another smash state using EX. So it's good for certain combos to keep that in mind, so you can always get the knockdown, get more pressure. Next move, Javelin. I hate how this is set up. Can we talk about how dumb these are? Why isn't it set to the button? Anyway, alright, this is pretty easy. So we have Lancer. So this move is used mainly for combo filler, but it is plus on block. So you'll see some strings, something like this, right? So in the case if you lost your assist, if you need to get some extra pressure, this is plus. You can see there's a big, oops. There's a big gap here, which is like kind of a problem. So people can easily mash on you. So it's not the best block string in the world to do this into, but it's not terrible either. Again, if they block it, it's plus. You can also hold this. Look how much chip that did too on block. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. Obviously, if you're gonna do it in a block string, you kind of just want to do it and not hold it. Even though this is more plus, and on hit it does a lot more. So, for example, if I do this regularly, it has like the tiny wall bounce, but if you charge it up, you get a big wall bounce. I got to do 5H there instead of, if I do the regular, oops. If I do regular, I can't do 5H. It doesn't work. Same mid screen. If somehow, if the gods bless you and you get that, and you get this hit in mid-match, you get to run up and do a full combo. The damage is extremely high. You won't be seeing that too often, but if it happens, it happens, you know. That is the case with the move. But let's move on to supers. So his supers are interesting. He has 2 level 1s, and they connect together. So give him more bars so I can show this off. Alright, so I have 2 bars, right? He has the first super, which is he chucks plasma in his hand like a baseball. I don't even know what this move's called. It's called Javelin. Ride Javelin. So he has 2 versions of it. He has technically 3 versions. So he has a straight one, right? By the way, all supers he can be doing in the air. Same thing. He gets to shoot it straight in the air. He can put this straight up and shoot it at an angle. So if you hold up forward, he'll shoot it up straight. But if you're in the air, he'll shoot it down. You don't see this one too often, but certain combos you will see the up one in the air. Also, this recovers extremely fast. I don't know if it's safe if you do DXC and they block it, but you've probably seen before with Cell, if you do Cell into Bardock, because the Javelin is his DXC, which is really good, so he gets to recover really fast and do another super right after, which is this super. Which is the punch, right? So he has 2 versions of the punch. If you do it far, he'll only get 1 hit, which is medium, which is okay damage. But if you get up close, he'll do the animation of it. Gives an extra hit for it. And when I mean these supers, again, in the air, he doesn't have 2 versions of this one. It's just, he goes straight. This is also invincible on startup. Most people can, depending on the distance, they can just vanish out and it'll whiff. But sometimes you do get the hit, so it's not that bad to use it for a reversal. Like sometimes. But like I was saying, from this, you can do this into his other level 1. So you press a button. He can do both. This gives him nice damage. Especially if you're like right about to kill, you can just spend the extra bar for it. He can't do Javelin into the punch though. He can only do punch into Javelin, which is nice. And also, since this causes animation if you get the up close hit, you'll be able to tell if they're gonna kill or not. So if it kills, you don't have to spend the extra bar. But if you don't get the kill, you can just spend it. It's nice to have. All right, now let's talk about level 3. This is very important. This is probably the best level 3 in the game, if you haven't figured out by now, or if you're new to Dragon Ball. So I'll give you a few reasons why it's the best level 3 in the game. First of all, obviously it's invincible. It goes pretty far, full screen, kind of. It goes like almost full screen, but let's say for max distance, right? They don't jump back, they will get hit. obviously you're not going to be doing that full screen, but a good point for why that's a really good level 3. So let's say if they try to fix my buttons real quick. Record, play. Okay, so let's say if they try to, if your reactions are nice, try to comment how you. If that wasn't convincing enough, I'll do it full screen, right? So, oops. My man does not care. He's gonna make his way. He's gonna make his way through. Again, you can also do in the air, so that leads into some pretty good combos. So another reason why this is really good, right? So in the cases where this is some pretty good JP tech. In the cases where they try to super dash at you, and you're in the air, you're allowed to level 3 them, and because you're invincible, you will hit them on the way up, and you get max damage. So I'll give you an example, right? You cannot, if he has 2 bars, actually, he has 3 bars, you cannot super dash him. He will hit you. I mean, he will level 3 you for super dashing. Let me give a better example. Yeah, on every hit, you can't do it. You just won't let you. In the air or in the ground, he will level 3 you no matter what. Which is really good. So now the last point, right? Best mix-up off of level 3 in the game. Free. They will probably nerf this. This is why I'm going to title the video on YouTube 2.1, because, or excuse me, I don't know what they're calling it, 1.5? Whatever the update's called. I would assume they were going to nerf this. They might not nerf this. If it doesn't, good for the Bardock players, and good for me too. Bardock's so sick. So he gets the best mixer in the game off of his level 3. So there's a few ways you can do this off, but the main reason is this. So after level 3, because of the recovery so fast, whether it's mid-screen or in the corner, he's allowed to do the up punch, up spear. And he gets a few mix-ups off of this. So the first mix-up would be instant overhead. Or not instant overhead, but delay air dash high, which would be this. Oops. Actually, I'll do it in the corner. It'll be easier for me, so I don't keep messing up. He gets that. He gets a low. The mix-ups keep coming. He gets with low. He gets Dragon Rush. He has an OS off of it. Thanks, Goichi. So the OS is back jump light, jump S. Hold on. Sorry. Let me try that again. And he gets a combo for it. So the OS off of that is, for the example, let's say if you have a character that has an invincible, a wake up startup move that's also air invincible, let's say like perfect attack. If you do that, the jump light will whiff, and because you're pressing back S, you will reflect them. So I'll show it with inputs actually, so people can understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh no. I'll do it on, yeah, I'll do this. It's be easier. So watch the inputs. This is the last example for level 3. Actually, no, there's one more example for level 3. You see how I do that? That's how that works. So let's say if I paid sell and he did light perfect attack, I will reflect it. Kippo has a similar OS off of that too, which is very nice. So the last one would be sparking bait. So there's two ways to do it. There's an easy way and a harder way. I'll do the easy way for you guys, since if you're watching this video, you're probably new to Bardock. Oh, oops. That's not the easy way. I did the hard way. So the easy way is if you're in the corner, you're allowed to do air dash. So you would do air dash jump medium, and you can back dash immediately after. Shit. I mean, not mess us up. So we're not here all day looking at Bardock's level 3. You can backdash right immediately. So let's say I'll record it. So. Oh yeah, shit. Okay, this should be good enough. Get a free combo off of it too. If you have a bar, you can just do vanish. But if you have sparking, you can spend their. I mean, yeah, you can spend the whole sparking and just burn their sparking for free, and probably build another level 3 because the sparking combos build so much bar, which is kind of ridiculous. All right, so that's it for normals, special moves, supers. Let's talk about. Oops. Let's talk about the characters, or let's talk about synergy. So there's a few different teams that run Bardock. You can run heavy mix-up, or you can run neutral that help him get in faster. Most of the time, you will usually see him being run first or second. There's some teams that run him third, which are kind of okay. But because his sparking combos are pretty good, so people run him anchor, which is like not the best spot. I think 1 and 2 is really good for him, because also he has the fastest assist in the game. I think it would be the fastest assist, which is the spear. It's a weaker version of it. It doesn't go as far. You see right here. If it was the regular spear, that'd be kind of ridiculous. But it is really good. You get to combo with it for free. Combo extension, if I can combo properly. You get the idea. You get the combo. I'm not very good with the Bardock combos, but he gets a combo from it. It's good pressure too. So let's say I'm a scumbag Kid Buu player. Mix up with it. He gets with it a few characters too. You get the idea. He does get something interesting with Vegeta. I'll try to do it real quick. Yeah, something like that. Which is kind of cool. I saw Fenris do it. Thanks, Fenris. So for character usage, Vegeta's really good with him. He gets the easy day 1 combo, which is... I'm just going to shorten the combo real quick, but... Oh yeah, I turned off my... I forgot I turned off my shortcuts to get the mapping for recording. Shit, let me put on... Give me a second. These button macros for my combos. There we go. Oops. I'll just do it easy like this. He gets that with Vegeta. You've probably seen it a few times. Kid Buu, he gets the mix-ups, which are these. So it's kind of the same idea as level 3. So he'll be able to get something there. So he's a few different versions of this. You get whatever you want, and the combos is very easy to just confirm off of. Also, since the timing is very easy, you can do it mid-screen or in the corner the same way. You don't have to change it at all. Other assists he does, he has good combo extension with Zamasu, Cell, regular beam like Goku Black. Tien's is okay. This guy in New York runs Tien with Bardock, is not too bad. There's a few different things you could do with it, but I would say these 2 assists are probably the best with him. This team is not a bad team, but for example, individually, like Bardock Vegeta or Bardock Kid Buu is quite good, I would say. These are probably the 2 best characters you would want to pair Bardock with. If you want to play a full Bardock team, then you're good to go. Play this team. You get the neutral, you get the lockdown. You also get pretty decent lockdown with with Vegeta too. You know, you kind of have to guess whether they're gonna super dash or reflect, but the pressure's still pretty good. He also has good combo extension with Vegeta, so he can do something like this. Let me get the timing right. Just a little bit too late. Third time is charm, don't worry. Got you. Never mind. But you get the idea. I can't do it. I haven't practiced this team that much. I don't really play Bardock Vegeta. So depending on the assist, the combo's like pretty much the same. But let's say if I had Cell or I had Goku Black or Goku, you're gonna want to change the timing on that combo a little bit differently. But let's talk about combos, right? Let's get into some combos. So he has a little bit of different combo extensions to get maximum damage. So because he has jump medium, which is 2 hits, you're gonna want to change the timing a little bit. For example, right? So if I do something like this, you would see something like this, right? Let's say you would see, let's say Goku. Let me go back, fix my buttons. Say you have Goku, you'll see something like this. You know, medium, light, yada yada. But with Bardock, you can't do that. You have to change. So I try to do that, it doesn't work. He cannot do 2 lights in the air. It doesn't work that way. But he gets to compensate with that for being able to do 2 jump mediums. So the combo in the air would look like this, right? Not like that. That's your basic bread and butter combo in the air. Your starters can vary, so you can do light, medium, light, medium, medium. You can do 2M, 5M, jump. So you're gonna want to start it though with 2 jump mediums. So you're gonna want both jump mediums hit, then do light, then do 2H. And then you're gonna want to end it with the meteor or the spinning fist for maximum corner carry and maximum meter gauge. Other things you can do off of it. This is also a pretty good starter. But let's say off of Vanish. Let's say you're mid-screen and you're Unga Bunga Bardock player. You're gonna see a lot of this, right? You're gonna get a lot of Lariat or Spear into Vanish. So what am I gonna do? Here's the best combo to do it off of. So you have 2 versions of this. Depending if you have bar or if you have enough bar to do level 3 again, or you just want the knockdown. So 2 versions off of this would be, you do the same combo. The start is the same, so you're gonna do Spear to Vanish. That would be the combo if you had 3 bars. So I'll show you. Let me give me some bar. So see if you have enough bars to do level 3 again. It'd be this. Level 3. Let's say you don't have bar. Let's say you have like no bar, no sparking, you know. You don't have that many resources. You're gonna want to end it with this. Get the knockdown off of the spin. Be able to run up, get more pressure. You can also, if you have 1 bar, if you really want to milk the damage, you can do this. Oops. God damn it. You could spend the EX. Because you use your smash on the Vanish, you're going to have to spend 1 bar if you want to do a decent amount of extension and also get the knockdown. So you're going to want to spend the EX. But I would suggest you do the first 2 versions, which is like, if you have enough bar, level 3, level 3. If you don't have enough bar, I would suggest doing the simpler combo just to get the knockdown on the ground. In the corner, though, he has a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna start off solo. Actually, I would have to change characters because it'd be easier for me to demonstrate this. So let's do... Who's real easy? Oh yeah, Cell. Where's my boy Cell? Alright, this is my team. Welcome to my scumbag team that nobody likes me to play.
Get ready for a Dragon Ball Rumble.
Oh yeah, I don't have music on because I have Spotify, so I don't play with the game music most of the time. So this is why everything is so quiet in the game. I don't. I'm curious if people were wondering that for a while, but that's the reason why. So in the corner, here's a few things. So the easy snapback combo would be this. So your starter is the same, right? 5-0, 5-0, 2M, 5M, or 2M, 5M. Those are going to be your main starters. So let's say, for example, you do this. Easy snapback combo. I'll do it one more time. Nice and easy. So the damage combos for that would be this. So there are two versions of this combo. I would suggest you doing the simpler version. You get like a little less damage. Some people, depending on the character height, I don't even know the exact rule myself, but you can do this. So the basic version would be just doing the 2 mediums, jump S, medium lariat, 236 dive. What is the move called again? Jesus Christ. What is it called? Tyrant? No, Tyrant Lancer. Oh yeah, spear. Jesus. I keep forgetting this is the same move as this. Like, the fuck? Okay. So you do spear, right? Medium spear. There's two versions. You do just one jump medium, or should be both hits of the first jump medium, and then do jump S medium spear. Or you can do this. You get a little extra damage, but it's not worth it. You have to kind of learn what characters go with what. So if you want to take the time to do that, it's fine, but to be honest, for someone that plays in tournaments, I usually don't. I don't really go for it. I don't remember that rule. But if you want to, you can do it. But the main combo for this would be this. So the starter, let's say if you're by yourself, it would look something like this. It's a level 3, right? I'll do it one more time. You want to do it in that specific order on the ground, because if you did it in the other, you say it in the reverse, right? Let's say if I did 5H, 5S, it will drop like that. So you want to be doing 5S, 5H instead of the other way around, so you get the combo. But let's say if you have an assist. So let's say if I play Cell, I can do this. Get a little extra damage. I can also do something like this. That doesn't work. You cannot do that. You have to end it early, so you only get 2 reps off of that if you're gonna do the max extinction. I'll do it one more time. Whoops. My bad. So if you're doing with an assist, you're gonna want to cut the 5S out. And then bring the 5S back in when you do after the cell extension, or depending, you can do Beam 2, you can do Goku Black. But Vegeta's a little different. There's some maximum damage ones with Vegeta. I don't practice it that much, so I can't really hit it consistently for the sake of the time of the video. So I'm not gonna do those, but you can just watch Goichi Fenrich. They have plenty of those. Another thing with Cell, right? So let's say if you hit him in the air, you can do something like this. Let's say you get H. It's gonna be hard for me to do, but I'm gonna try to do it. There we go. That's another cute combo you can do. If you do decide to mix in H Lariat into your combos, it's not bad. Or into your pressure. But I think it's it for combos mostly. His combo routes are pretty simple. There's nothing that extraordinary about it. There's some other different optimal routes you can use, but those are the combos I use at least, and they get me by. They're very good. I don't think I'm missing anything else outside of sparking, so I'm going to move into sparking. So sparking routes are a little bit different, and they take a little bit of time to get the air dashing and knowing where you are. So there's 2 main versions of this. So the main version of it is you get it off of spear. The other way is you get off of 2H. There's some other ways you can get off of it. You can say if you get off of like 2M, 5M, which are the same exact way as spear, so you don't have to worry about it. There is an air spear one, which is like relatively the same. You just want to run up before you start your combo. But yeah, those are the only two ones you're going to be worried about. Is mostly off of spear and off of 2H. So the spear one, it slightly variates. 2H changes a little bit more if you're in the corner. But I'll do 2H mid-screen first. We'll do that first. So 2H is nice because you get to side swap very easily compared to Lariat, which is a little bit harder, or spear. So 2H, you get to run up whatever side you want to and start the combo. So the main version of the combo would look something like this. Oops. Something like that. The meter gain is pretty good, so I'm going to turn off my bar so you can see. You get about 3 bars. You can get about 3 bars. I could probably do a little, push it a little more, but depending on your starter. So off of Lariat, off of 2H, you see me, right? So I'm able to switch sides pretty easily because how high they go in 2H. Oops, I was close. Yeah, so you get about 4 reps. Get your 3 bars, hit them with a level 3, nice damage, or dead on the next hit after your mix-up that I showed you earlier, which is very good. So there is one slight version difference you can do. Let's say if you have 1 bar and you're by yourself, the max damage you can get and still get level 3 will look something like this. That is the max damage you can get if you start with 1 bar. Get your mix up, do whatever you want. So, talk about Larry or Spear, excuse me. There's 2 names for the move. I don't know why. People call it 2 different names. So off a Spear, you do get side swap, but it's a little bit difficult. You have to kind of run up and whiff the first hit of your auto combo. I'll show you for an example. I usually don't do this combo either, because it's kind of weird how the ground mount works. It's easier to just stay in front, to be honest. So in the corner, to end things off, there are 2 different things you can do. So there's a combo. You can almost pretty much kill with this combo, depending on where your team synergy is. But let's say you're by yourself. For the sake of the video, by yourself with Bardock, so you get 2H. If you're in the corner, you're allowed to incorporate 5H into your combo off of 2H. Because 2H already uses your smash. So you're allowed to use 2H in, or you're allowed to use 5H in your combo without messing things up. Which is very nice. If you have Lariat, you're going to want to do it with that move. So you use your smash up. Again, good damage. Which is very nice. So, oh yeah, also with this, you want to be able to charge it. You want to get to level 2. Because if you do level 1, it doesn't work. I'll show you an example. You whiff the 5H. Like we talked about earlier, level 2 allows you to be able to press 5H off of this. Level 1 does not. But if you're pretty good with Bardock and you can recognize you did it wrong, you can still fix it, kind of. Oops. I'll get it one day, don't worry. You can still fix your combo, get your level 3 in. So I think that is pretty much it for Bardock. Unless there's something I'm missing. I don't think I'm missing anything significant. Unless anybody has any questions for me, I think I'm gonna end it for the Bardock tutorial. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, I am streaming the tutorial, so. But I think that's it. I'll wait a few seconds before I end it. The YouTube people will probably not see this. You'll probably just see the game, the screen go blank unless you have questions for me. How often do I stream? I stream a decent amount. I would say I try to at least stream like 1 to 2 times a week. I don't stream that often, but I stream when I can, mostly. But since I'm going to tournaments and stuff, I don't know. I don't stream too much, but you would know on Twitter. If I'm on Twitter, you would know that. I do play NLBC. Yeah, I play NLBC almost every week. It is kind of rough because I do end up leaving kind of late. For the sake of that, I usually get to grand finals or winners finals or losers finals. So, yeah, they have. So Wednesdays is tournament, and then once they get through the first, I guess the first few rounds of the tournament, you'll see them play casuals. So, and they always call it out. So like, oh, most of the tournament is done. It's time to play some casuals. So people get casuals in. Also, before the tournament, you're allowed to play casuals up until the tournament starts. But yeah, NLBC is great. NLBC, you always get some good players. And even that are players that are not like always getting top 1 or 2, there's still a lot of solid players that always show up. So it's very good practice. It's probably the best local in the States. Outside of Japan, I think it's probably the best local to go to. The tournament starts no, like 8 or it's like 8:30, I think. I'm usually there early, so I don't really pay attention to like the exact time the tournament starts, but I believe it's like 8:30. But of course, you want to get there a little earlier for casual, so like if you get there like 7, that's not bad to do that. If there's no questions for Bardock, I mean, I'll keep answering questions, of course. If there's no questions for Bardock, I'm gonna move on, play some net play. Last chance for Bardock questions. If not, I'm gonna move on. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm out of here. No one cares about Bardock. It's time to play some net play. It's time to play some net play. I appreciate it. El DeGracio? Is that how you pronounce it? El DeGracio? I'm Spanish, but I don't speak Spanish. So I'm whack. Oh yeah, let me turn on sound so people don't complain. Because the problem is Spotify doesn't let you stream at the same time. For licensing issues, probably. Which is unfortunate. Thanks for all the follows, by the way. I see people following me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Also, if anybody has a good way to download your Twitch VODs, I would appreciate that. So I can just put this quick Bardock tutorial on YouTube. If not, I'll figure out a way myself. Because I'm going to do coaching soon, so I'm going to use the Bardock tutorial as an example of how I describe things in the game. But I'm going to do that very soon, actually. I got to try to start out by like next week, so I can start getting paid for that. It's gonna be pretty cheap. It's not real coaching. It's more like I write notes for you, but it's very cheap. It's probably gonna be like $20. You can send me like 10, up to 10 matches for like $20, and I'll write full-fledged notes on what I've seen. I have an example of like the notes, how I write them out, so people can see. But I'm not gonna post that yet. I'll post it when I get everything together. So if you're interested in getting coaching notes from me, I would appreciate it. So like say if you had like a tournament set, or yeah, like a first to 10, or like excuse me, a first to 5, or if you, let's say you're just playing net play or whatever, you can just send me any kind of matches, and I'll watch them, and I'll tell you what went right, what went wrong, all kinds of stuff. Did they change the music for the lobby? I think it's different. Is it just me? I feel like it's different. Maybe I'm just bugging. I think that's the same. That probably is just the same music.
Select your fighter. Select your fighter. Select World Tournament Arena. Select the music. A fierce showdown is about to begin.
I'll probably just play a little bit. I need to play some Octopath. I didn't play Octopath Traveler in a hot minute. Ah, that's whack.